"You are not my mother. I don't have a mother," Chidi told Ada. This is the story of a young woman named Ada. In a bustling city filled with the sound of running cars and busy pedestrians, a young woman named Ada made a decision that would haunt her for years to come. Just 3 days after giving birth to her son, Chidi, she felt overwhelmed by the weight of motherhood and consumed by her greed and desire for a luxurious life. She abandoned her newborn, leaving him in the care of his father. Out of the shores of Nigeria, Chidi's father worked tirelessly, hoping to provide a good life for his son, despite the heartbreak of Ada's departure. But when Chidi was just 2 years old, tragedy struck. He fell ill and passed away, leaving Uncle Obinna, Chidi's paternal uncle, to step in and take care of the boy. Initially struggling to make ends meet, Uncle Obinna dedicated himself to raising Chidi, pouring all his love and resources into providing for him. Over the years, he transformed his life, becoming a successful entrepreneur, now a wealthy man with flourishing business. Uncle Obinna was not only capable of providing a comfortable life for Chidi, but has also developed a strong father-son bond that made their family feel complete. As Chidi approached his 10th birthday, Ada returned to the city. Having spent nearly a decade chasing the glamorous life she had always wanted, Ada, dressed in a designer clothes and driving an expensive car, she strode through the streets, her heart racing with the thought of reuniting with her son. But the weight of her past decision lingered heavily on her shoulder. When she arrived at Uncle Obinna's apartment, she knocked on the door, her hands trembling. Uncle Obinna opened it. Surprised and caution itched across his face. "Ada?" he asked, his voice a mix of disbelief and anger. "You are back?" "Yes, I have come to reclaim my son," Ada declared, her eyes filled with determination. "I have built a life for myself, and now I can take care of my son." Uncle Obinna's expression hardened. "You abandoned him, Ada. Chidi is my son now, and I have raised him for the past 9 years. He needs stability, not a mother who left him behind." Tension between them grew, and soon it became clear that these disputes would not be resolved easily. News of Ada's return spread quickly, and the community buzzed with mixed reaction. Some feeling sympathy for Ada, while others stood firmly with Uncle Obinna. Realizing that the situation required legal intervention, Uncle Obinna decided to seek the protection of the law. A custody battle loomed on the horizon, and a court date was set. In the courtroom, the atmosphere was tense. Uncle Uche sat at one table, surrounded by his lawyers and supportive friend. Across from him sat Ada, flanked by her own legal team, projecting an air of confidence. Though initially she was filled with doubt, the judge, an experienced woman known for her fairness, presided over the proceeding. She began by addressing Ada. "Miss Ada, you are claiming custody of your son after 9 years of absence. Can you explain to this court your reason for wanting to regain custody?" Ada cleared her throat, trying to suppress her nervousness. Your Honor, I have changed. I have worked hard to build a successful life, and I want to be part of my son's life. I believe I can provide him with opportunities he deserves. The judge nodded and then turned to Uncle Obinna. Mr. Obinna, how do you respond to these claims? Uncle Obinna spoke with conviction. Your Honor, I have been Chidi's sole guardian since he was 2. I have provided him with a loving home, education, and stability. Chidi sees me as his father. I fear that uprooting him from his life now will cause him emotional harm. The judge listened carefully as both sides presented their case. Witnesses were called and character references were submitted, revealing the strong bond between Uncle Obinna and Chidi. He had taken the boy to school to celebrate birthdays and guided him through life challenges. As their trial progressed, it became clear that the court needs to consider not just Ada's desire, but also Chidi's well-being. The judge ordered a home study and a psychological evaluation of both parties, emphasizing the importance of understanding what was truly best for the child. So, the case was adjourned. Finally, the day came when the judge delivered a verdict. The courtroom was silent, all eyes on her as she spoke. After careful consideration of the evidence and testimonies presented, this court finds that it is in Chidi's best interest to remain in the custody of Uncle Obinna. He has provided a stable and loving environment for the entirety of Chidi's life. Ada's heart sank at the judge's word, but she remained resolute. I will keep fighting for my son, she whispered to her lawyer. Determination flooded her voice. The judge continued, however, I recognize the importance of a relationship between mother and son. I am allowing for scheduled visitation to facilitate a gradual reconnection with the aim of fostering a relationship that benefits Chidi. As the court proceeding came to a close, Obinna felt a mix of relief and gratitude. He turned to Chidi, who was waiting in the hallway. You are safe, Chidi, he reassured him, pulling him into a warm embrace. I would always be here for you. Over the next few months, Ada began her visits with Chidi. Initially, it felt awkward and filled with tension. Their interaction slowly evolved. Chidi began to see glimpses of the mother who had once chosen a different path. Ada approached each visit with sincerity and patience, trying to show him she could be part of his life without replacing his uncle. As time went on, Chidi learned that forgiveness was a journey. He started to open his heart, allowing Ada to share more moments with him, attending school events and exploring new places together. And through it all, Uncle Obinna stood by, offering support and understanding as the family adjusted to the new dynamic. In the end, love, though complicated, triumphed over the past. Ada and Chidi forged a new bond, one that was not defined by abandonment, but by the willingness to rebuild and grow together. As for Uncle Obinna, he remained a steady presence, ensuring that Chidi always knew he was deeply loved. If you were in Chidi's shoes, would you accept the woman who abandoned you after 3 days as a newborn? Would you accept her again as a mother? Or if you were Ada, would you leave your 3 days old baby just to pursue wealth and luxury? I know you won't, but I would like to know your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching today's video. Kindly subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye for now.